Hello, Libras. Welcome to your end of October energy reading. Let's go ahead and get started, and please only take what resonates, okay? So let's begin. All right, Libra. So your main energy is the Lovers. Interesting. So that's showing up right there for you. You have the Four of Wands as the block. And we have in the past the Eight of Wands. Okay. And you have the Queen of Cups showing up in the near future, and then your outcome is the Six of Wands. Okay, so I mean, there's a favorable outcome, and it feels like things have been pretty fast, given that this is the energy of the past. It's the Eight of Wands, which shows fast-paced movement, communication, and maybe even pivoting, changing your directions. The Lovers is a choice. Okay, so there is a decision that has to be made. And this has to do with something big in your life, because the Lovers is a major arcana. For some of you guys, this could be about love, but the Lovers does not necessarily represent a love relationship. I feel like this has to do potentially with family dynamics or with like a career, let's say. We have here the Four of Wands, and this is actually the obstacle. And the Four of Wands is actually a celebration, a milestone in the home. However, it could mean that if it's a blockage, it can mean that there is adjustments that maybe have been difficult or challenging for the household, for yourself, for your, loved one, or whatever it is. And there's a decision that needs to be made about these new dynamics, right? I feel like in the near future, the Queen of Cups showing up is saying that you have to tap into what's best for you, right? How can you take care of yourself so that way you are able to take care of others, right? The Queen of Cups needs to hold space for herself. And it could be that maybe with the pace of everything that has been happening, Libra, maybe you haven't given yourself that attention. And Spirit really wants you to get back to you as well as taking care of other people. The Six of Wands shows that you will be victorious. So this is not necessarily something that you should worry about too much. However, I can understand like going through the motions can be quite challenging. So with the Four of Wands, give me a little bit on this Four of Wands. Why is this posing as the issue? Yeah, so there's a disbalance. That's what this is all talking about. You have here Six of Pentacles. There could be a disbalance in dynamics in the home, and that could be why there could be a difficulty in adjusting. And you have the Ace of Wands. So yes, this is like something, a new beginning that maybe some of you guys are experiencing. And you have the Hermit. Okay, and the Hermit is asking you to really evaluate things from the perspective of, how is this really helping me? How is it helping my family? How is it helping my relationships, right? And you have to kind of sit within and introspect and really sit in that stillness and allow yourself to get the downloads from yourself, because this is a very important matter, and the opinions of others can cloud your judgment. Okay, so the Hermit is about dealing with it on your own, sitting and contemplating and really kind of like understanding where is the issue for yourself. And the Lovers, let's go ahead and get one for the Lovers, which represents this big decision. It represents the choices, right? It represents the duality, that every choice has a consequence, right? And you have here the Seven of Pentacles with the Lovers, which means that some of you guys need to evaluate what in your life you're not giving attention to. Ten of Swords, that's a painful ending, okay? I feel like what the Ten of Swords is saying is, to avoid a painful ending, then you have to evaluate what it is that needs your time. Seven of Pentacles is where you realize that maybe your attention needs to shift. And that's where the decision making comes into place. So this is very important, because if not, this can get into a bigger issue. So if you think about tarot as a story, after the Four of Wands is the Five of Wands, and that's when the actual conflict starts, right? So you want to take care of this. You want to make the proper decisions based on your observation of the current situation, right? And it's really important for you to really find that stillness, for you to really align with what it is that is actually causing the problem, okay? Give me one more on the Lovers. Yeah, justice. See, There's this a law and order type of energy. You have to take care of this. You have to take care of this. With the Queen of Cups, give me one, please. Queen of Cups. Six of Cups. See? This is all about family. This is all about, like, you know, things resurfacing that are just not properly healed, I guess you can say, or properly dealt with, or never dealt with at all. So they could be something resurfacing from the past. They could be someone that's going to come to you to talk to you about something that has been bothering them, or vice versa. Maybe this is something that you have found within yourself that you need to have a conversation about. But the Queen of Cups is all about holding space for yourself. So if there's something that has been draining you, the Queen of Cups is saying we have to take care of it, because it's not fair for us to live like this. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. And the Queen of Swords, I feel like she's necessary in this reading, because if this is your own energy, then you have to allow yourself to have the objectivity of the Queen of Swords, and allow to speak with clarity and authority, but also with compassion. For some of you guys, you might be dealing with a Queen of Swords, and this could be something that can actually be an issue. So let me know how that resonates. Let's go ahead and get final messages for this reading. Final messages. The Strength, right? Trusting your own inner willpower, trusting your endurance, trusting your ability to navigate difficulties. And you have Temperance, which is the energy of alignment of mind, body, and spirit, and also the energy of balance. So going back to the main energy of the reading, which is the Lovers, there's decisions that you have to make. You have to make decisions about wanting to handle certain traumas that are potentially coming back up. You have to make decisions about the dynamics that are currently imbalancing your home life. And you need to pay attention to the parts of your life that need your nourishment, because this is the time. If you ignore it, then these decisions are going to pile up, and it's simply going to create more chaos. So take care of it right now that it's not that late to take care of it. So if this resonates with you, please let me know. Comment down below, like and subscribe if you do want to support my channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, bye.